Greetings once again, and welcome to What It Takes Radio on a Thursday. It's time for, again, 10 minutes of clarity, where we take just a few minutes to help you perhaps gain some clarity on something that'll help you make your life work better, to build and grow your business, in effect, to do just what it takes. And I'm Stan Houston, your usual host. I'm the lead broadcaster. We have a number of things that we do for you. Obviously, on Friday, Peter McClellan joins us, and he brings Jeff along, and they talk about money, markets, and the meaning of life, what really matters. Well, today, obviously, I've got a little money issue. You like that question? If I could promise you $50,000, would you give me $5,000? Sounds like a simple but kind of trick question. And maybe it was, and maybe it is. Here's where it all came about. A number of years ago, when I was doing a lot of coaching, I still do some coaching, and I'm glad to have you perhaps ask me about that. But I was working primarily then in the financial services, and one of my clients called me up and said that he had just talked to a guy, and here was the guy's offer. He would put together a real world-class seminar, and they had the secret. What they knew is they could put all the advertising together, and they would take care of it, and they promised that for $5,000, they would arrange this world-class seminar that he could make his appearance at, and that it would be so good, and so many people would come that he would make $50,000 in sales and commission from that one seminar. Wow, he said. And they really got some good ideas, Stan. I think maybe I'll do that. And he said, but I thought I'd check with you. What do you think? And I said, well, let's just think about this for a while. Okay, I'm sure they have a really good thing, and they've got some great ideas. And I'm sure they have some people who've said that it really works. Oh, yeah, they've got people who've given them endorsements. And I said, okay, here they are. They're located in Florida, and they want to set this seminar up here in Minnesota and take advantage of all the good things they know and perhaps find a way that you can make $50,000. He said, yeah, that's it. I said, let me just ask you this question. If they really knew that they could set up that seminar, and that seminar would make $50,000. Why wouldn't they just set it up themselves? And then they could keep the entire $50,000 rather than just getting the $5,000 from you. Wouldn't that be a smarter thing to do for them to set it all up, do the show, make the money, and be on their way? There was a long pause at the end of the line, and then he said, I never thought of that. He didn't do it, and I think he probably was just as smart not to. Maybe it would have worked, but my question is sound. I don't know if it's profound, but it's a simple question. If someone says that they could make something work that could make you a lot of money, but they will show it or give it to you for a tenth of the price, why would they do that? Again, why don't they just do it themselves and take all of the money? Well, of course, we can work that nuance and work that out, and we perhaps have examples where it's worked for other people, but it's still happening. Today, I got what I usually get in my email, somebody who has the secret. I can help you write a sales letter that made one person $200,000 in sales. A sales letter that'll get $200,000 in sales? Wow! And all I have to do is sign up for the school in copywriting and sales letter writing, and that will cost me $750. But I'll learn how to make $200,000 sales letters. Sounds like a great deal. You know what I'm talking about. We get them all the time. These are people who have claimed, and perhaps they've actually done what they claim. They've found a way that, in effect, will make a lot of money and makes a lot of money for them, did make a lot of money for them, and they're going to give it to you, and it's going to be just one heck of a good deal. Now, let's think about that. Let's try and gain some clarity on that. I had a teacher who once said to me in graduate school, he was a wonderfully wise man. He had been up and down and back and forth, and he not only was one of those academics, this guy had lived life in the marketplace. He had lived life battling in Korea. This guy knew life. And he had this little expression, nothing works all the time. There's something wrong with everything. And once we understand that, perhaps we'll understand that whatever that great deal is, there's something wrong with it. And whatever that great deal is, nothing works all the time. And we all know that if somebody had the solution, they knew exactly how to take my no list, my no product, my no ability that I know of right now, but if I take this course or workshop or make this investment, there we go. I will then know how and do $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in sales and commission for whatever I'm seeking to do. Now that I put it that way, do you have a little more clarity about it? Again, as I went back to my friend, if they could make $50,000 on a financial seminar here in Minnesota, why wouldn't they do it themselves? Why would they let you get that deal for 1/10 of the price? Now, you can put that into anything you want in life. You can just do that. You know, I also have another thing here are the 7 hacks. Ha ha ha. This is the shortcut. This is the hack. This will increase that. This will increase these things. I remember when I was trying to learn how to do this business and struggling with it, I listened to a guy named Brian Tracy, and many of you have heard of him. He's a very wise man. He's got lots of experience. And he had a wonderful line. He said, there are all kinds of ways to be successful. Many of them are quite simple, but they're hardly easy. Simple, but not easy. Anything worthwhile is hard. Anything worthwhile is hard to do. And here's what he said, which caught me. He said, there are no shortcuts. If you want to be successful, you have to pay the full price, and you have to pay it in advance. Wow. If you want to be successful, you have to pay the full price. No cheap cuts, no shortcuts, no hacks, and you have to pay it in advance. I still remember that. In fact, that was good to remember when I got a little bit envious and said, boy, that would be nice to write a sales letter that would make $200,000. Boy, I could sure use an extra $10,000 from a good webinar right now. And there were people in my inbox, mailbox who said they could help me do just that. Not so sure. I'd love to hear your story. What do you think? What is clear to you now when all of those things are out there telling us how to do it and how to be successful and how they can make it happen for us? What is your response? What is clear to you now? And what would you teach me and help me, and how would you teach others? Well, as I often said on late night radio, and I'll say it to you right now, just let this sit on your head for a while. Just let it sit on your head for a while and wonder, could you really make $50,000 for $5,000? Think about it. Hey, all the best and blessings to you. Clarity, may it come your way. May creativity come your way. May good fortune and grace come your way, and may you be blessed in many ways. I'm Stan Houston. This is 10 Minutes of Clarity. This is What It Takes Radio, and we wish you that you will find and discover and do what it takes, and good things will come to you because, in effect, you paid the price and you paid it in advance. Bye for now.